establishing assessments for your class, you sign into your ehillel.org account and you go to the class that you want to create the assessment for. When you sign into your class, you will see the tab labeled assignments. You click on assignments. And you'll see on the right-hand side, assignment and assessment. You will click on the button that says assessment. This will allow you to create multiple choice tests, short answer, true, false, and extended response or essay. First and foremost, you want to label the assessment. So I'm just going to label this, let's say, grammar test. How many points do you want to give it? Let's say I want to make it worth 10 points. Time to complete, you can put a time limit, no limit. How many times do you want your students to take the test? I usually put one time. Okay. If you want to randomize the questions, in other words, if you create 10 questions, it doesn't come out, it comes there, the questions are randomized. I always click yes, so the students don't have the exact same question at the exact same time. Allow for save later. It's up to you if you want the students to be able to pause their test and return it at a later date. I usually do not click that button. What kind of assignment type is it? Is it classwork, formative, homework, or summative? In this case, I'm going to make it a formative assessment. Okay, so one more time. You click on assessment. You label the test. What are you going to call it? How many points are you going to give it? How much time do you want? I put no limit. One attempt. You want the questions to appear one at a time. Randomize the questions or not. That's up to you. Also allow for save later. That's also up to you. And again, assignment type. Is it a formative, summative, classwork, homework, etc.? Just like in your grade book, what are you going to call it in your grade book? So I'm going to label it grammar test. Again, worth 10 points. How many sections do you want it to count for? So here, if you want to add more, it's like creating any other assignment. Okay, I want 2 classes to take this assessment. You then click Save and Add Questions. Save and Add Questions. First, I'm going to add a couple more classes. When you assign it, you also have to have a due date. Okay, how many days do you want to have the assessment open for? In this case, I'm going to leave it open for about 5 days. So Monday the 16th is when it'll close out. And when will you publish it? Do you want to publish it now? Publish on the assigned date? That's up to you. Once you have completed the assigned date and the due date, you then are ready to add the questions. You click Save and Add Questions. And you will see here the questions. You click on that tab. You drag the type of question you want. You drag the type of question you want, whether it's multiple choice, essay, or true false. It gives you the option: essay, fill in the blank, multiple choice, true false. Then when you're done creating the assessment, you then click on results. What do you want your students to see? You'll see here it gives you all the options. Do you want the students to review the results page, show the results after the students have submitted the test? It's pretty intuitive. Show points earned, show correct answer for each question. And once you are done, the students will be able to see how many points they received for the assessment, and so on and so forth. Here's a finished product. You get an idea of what an assessment looks like. Here's a grammar and literature assessment that I gave my students. Here's one student. So you can see how many minutes it took the student to take the test. Here's the questions that I gave the students. You'll see this is a mixture. These are grammar questions. And each student will have which questions they got right and wrong. Okay. Now, when all the students are complete, you'll see these are the grades my students got. It's out of 20 points. You'll see once all the students have taken the test, you click bulk commit, click confirm, and it enters the gradebook automatically. You go right into the gradebook, all these grades. So once again, you just have to create the assessment, multiple choice, short answer, essay. Okay, it gets a little bit more complicated when you're doing essay questions because you have to go in and read the essay questions and give them the points. But this is again what it looks like. This is the finished product of the assessment. And you can see all these buttons here: allow retake, extend, missing, incomplete, exempt. That's up to you, student, teacher, teacher. Okay, but here are the questions that the students took: correct, incorrect questions. And the student is also able to see what he or she got wrong as well.